That comment was on my video about my depression nachos that I made last night, and something that I've been thinking about for the last couple of days. I guess I'll use this comment as an opportunity to talk about how to say this. I mean, put it this way. Like when after the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, my brother and I were live on either TikTok or YouTube during that debate. And 10 minutes in, I was just like, well, that's that. I mean, his campaign is done. Talking about Joe Biden. And and then I made some TikTok videos saying that and responding to some people. And the wrath of shit that I got from the left for that. I mean, there were a lot of people who I was mutuals with who blocked me after making videos saying horrible things about me. Whatever. I mean, it's like there has never been a point in my life when I have been a cheerleader for any politician on any side of anything ever. I mean, I just, that's just never been a part of my thing in my life. I mean, politicians are people who get elected to do jobs. They're just, I've never had that thing where, I've been, like, yeah, oh yeah, boy, oh yeah. For a politician, I don't care who it is. I just, I don't have that. I don't do that. And it's, I, that's something about me that I think has been clearly irritating for a lot of people this year. A lot of people who follow me. Um, it's like I recognize the historic significance of, as I did in 2008. When we elected Barack Obama, our first black president, and I recognize the historic significance this time around of potentially involving or electing our first president who is a woman, who was black, who was of South Asian uh, descent. And those things are all great. They're all great, but it's like I've just never had that thing in me where it's like I'm a like an overtly enthusiastic, you know, rah rah cheerleader for a politician. I don't get it. I just don't. And and that has really irked some people this year. It's not, you know. I think Kamala Harris is going to win. I read a bunch of things today that reinforce, by from articles by people who are smarter than me, that reinforce that. Oh, I've got my gay nutcrackers out, who reinforce my belief that that's what's going to happen. And also there is no framework within Congress, within the Electoral Count Act, now that it's been fixed, or within the courts that's going to allow Donald Trump any path to steal this election. It doesn't exist anymore. He's not going to be able to do that. The mechanisms are gone. They're not there. They've been corrected. The mechanisms that he tried to use last time. And I do think Kamala Harris is going to win. But it's still fucking close. First of all, it's a coin toss. I think she's going to win. I don't have anything to back that up, like concretely. That I don't. the things are trending in her direction. That's all I got. We could still, and there's, there's a week and a half left, and anything can happen in a week and a half. It's like, I mean, think of all the things that have come out about Donald Trump just this week, and it doesn't fucking matter. None of that matters to his supporters. It doesn't matter that he admires Adolf Hitler and Nazi generals. It doesn't matter to them. It wouldn't matter to them at all if a video recording came out of him sexually assaulting a 3-year-old or a 13-year-old girl. That doesn't matter to them. They don't care. But if anything negative like that came out against Kamala Harris, our media would cover it 24/7, and that would be the ballgame. That would be the ballgame. And Trump would get reelected like that. I think it was Van Jones on CNN last night where it's like he gets to be flawless, or Trump gets to be lawless, and Kamala has to be flawless. And I was like, that's a kitschy slogan, but it's accurate. It's accurate. I'm still fucking scared to death. And me expressing that doesn't mean that I've given up. But I also recognize that people are afraid, and legitimately so. People are afraid. People are afraid for themselves, and they're afraid for people who they love, who belong to marginalized communities. People are afraid because he has told us what he's going to do, and because his followers are legitimately just fucking bloodthirsty with rage to hurt us, to punish us, to use the power of the government to hurt us and punish us just because they don't like us, because they've been lied to by right-wing media for 25 years. I fucking hate Donald Trump, and I fucking hate every single person who's voting for him. And those two things will never change. Donald Trump and his supporters are racists, they're misogynists, they're bigots, they're homophobes, they're transphobes, they hate the disabled, they hate black and brown people, and they want to use the power of government to proactively hurt people. So fuck Donald Trump and fuck you for voting for him. I pray to God we don't elect him in a week and a half.